Hey YouTubers, got another video review for you today. Well, as you can see, I'm out in front of my house and just wanted to show you a project that I just got through completing. And I thought, well, let's make a video on it. Well, in the front of my house, I've got this industrial type metal door, and you might have one of these on your house or on your shop or just wherever. But this one here is made out of steel, and then it's got a glass pane for the center there for you to be able to see out. It's not a very decorative door, it's not very pretty, but you know, it is functional, and I do like the window there. But you know, I don't like when people can come up and see into the house and everything. So there was a mini blind mounted on the interior part of the door when I moved in, and I thought, well, I don't like seeing that mini blind flopping every time I open and close the door, and it just don't look the best. So let's put some window film on it. And I found some online that looks like a mini blind, and I thought, hey, that's pretty sharp. So I got some, and I'm gonna do a review on it. And as you can see, I've got mini blinds right here, and it matches the mini blind look quite well. It looks like they're open just a little bit, but in all actuality, you can't see in at all. It looks like they're just a little bit opened from the inside, but truthfully, there's no way that you can see in. It's been up for over a week now, and I've been really impressed with it. Well, as you can see, I've got the spot up here where the mini blind was mounted, and it's just not very pretty. And then it was mounted down here at the bottom to keep it from flopping around. And so, like I said, I wanted something with a little bit more of a cleaner look, and I didn't want to have to replace the door, because, you know, a door replacement can run up several hundred to several $1,000s. So, all right, well, here is the name of it. It's called RABBITGOO. Now, don't ask me where they come up with their name, because I couldn't even begin to tell you. But this stuff is made in China. It come from Amazon. I just happened to go in Home Depot, and I got a little aggravated with their prices. I didn't really see any that I liked, and I thought, you know what, I really want some that looks like a mini blind. Instead of just the complete frosted out glass, I just wanted some that had some sort of design to it, you know, and I thought the mini blind look would go well. So anyways, I reached out and got this from RABBITGOO. They've got different size rolls you can buy, but I got this this larger roll here. You can see right there on the packaging that this one's 35.4 by 118 inches. So like I said, I got the larger roll just so I would have some extra to do some of the other windows in my house, like the bathroom window, so nobody can see in. So anyways, the way that I installed this, very simple. You can do it a couple different ways, and I'm gonna show you the way that I installed it on my front door. Now, I'll just go ahead and tell you, my front door is not perfect by any stretch, and the way that it's put together is there is like a little area here, and there's one on the exterior part of the door, and it sandwiches a piece of glass in the middle. Then they screw it together, and then it's held in place. Well, there's a rubber seal that keeps the glass from touching that metal and breaking it. But then here on the outside of the glass, they just took and run a line of caulk or silicone down the interior. So you can see right here in the corner that it's not absolutely perfect. The corner or the glass is not absolutely perfect because the silicone is not laid in there perfect. So what I did was just take and measure from side to side and top to bottom, and I thought, well, I'll get it as close as I can as far as the cut, and then I will lay it in place. And then once it's laid in there and I'm happy with the placement, then I can go back with just some silicone and put over top, if it even bothers me, which it doesn't. But if I wanted to, I could put a little silicone on the edges there, and you wouldn't even be able see any kind of crack. But you can see there's probably about a 1/16 of an inch crack there, just because, like I said, my door is not perfect. Now that's one way to install it. The second way to install it is basically do it like you would do window tinting on a car. You would cut a piece of this window film larger than the size that it needs to be. You would get it put up there, and once you get it in place where you want it, then you would take and come back and cut the edges with a utility knife or an X-Acto knife or a single-edged razor blade, just whatever you have, and then it's a perfect fit. But like I said, with my application, with it not being exactly 100% because of the caulk there, I had to do it pretty much just cut it on my kitchen table to fit the glass, and just put it up there. Now I will say that this stuff, it has been on my window for over a week now, and it hasn't come off. I didn't see any corners peeling or any of that. I know sometimes if you get some cheaper tint and stuff, the corners will start peeling, and I haven't noticed that at all. I've been very, very pleased with it. Now the cool thing about this is it's reusable. Yeah, I thought that part was pretty cool. It's reusable, and you can pull it on and off, and it's very, very easy to take on and off. I put it on this window and removed it probably about 3 different times trying to get it lined up correct, because the caulking edges, like I said, wasn't lined up perfectly. So I removed it, and I'll remove it for you right now. You can see that I'm trying to get my fingernail up underneath there. And you can see it just pulls right off. So the tools that you'll need to install this, very, very simple. You'll need a tape measure to measure it out, and so you can make sure you cut your piece to the adequate size. You'll need a spray bottle with some dish detergent in it, like Dawn, or you'll just put a couple drops of Dawn in with some filtered water. Then you'll need some sort of razor blade, whether it be an X-Acto knife or a single-edged razor blade. And it helps if you have some sort of metal or wooden ruler. I used a metal one, and like I said, I was having to cut mine to size. It had to be an exact fit, so I used that as a straight edge to cut. Then also, if you have a squeegee or a credit card, or they even make a squeegee that has like felt on the end of it, you can buy them real cheap on Amazon. But I just used a Subway card, and what I did was just use this to get all the air bubbles out of the window film. The next thing that you'll need is a couple pieces of just regular old Scotch tape, and what you're gonna use that for is, I have just a sample piece of the window film right here, and as you can see, there's a shiny back on there, and what you want to do is to peel that back off, but it's hard to peel it off with just using your fingers. So a tip to get it to peel off is take you a piece of Scotch tape and lay it on the top part, and then take you another piece of Scotch tape and lay it on the bottom part here, and then peel it apart. That'll help you get the pieces of backing spread apart. And you can see there is the clear backing right there that you want to take off the window film so you can apply it to the window. So using Scotch tape just makes it a lot easier than trying to do it with your fingers. Trust me. Okay, now once you get the backing peeled off, then it'll be just like this right here that I already have on the window. And like I showed you, this has been up here for over a week. I'm going to take it off and show you how I reapply it. But once you peel that back, that clear backing strip off, it'll look just like this. And what you want to do is take and clean your window. I know this window's clean because I cleaned it really well before I put it up there a week ago. But you just take you some water and some Dawn dish detergent and spray the window down really liberal. And don't be afraid to use a lot of water because that's what's going to make this move around so it don't stick and you can't adjust it. So make sure you put a lot of water on there. And once you get it wet down, you just take and put it right where you want it. And once you get it absolutely in the spot that you would like for it to be, then kind of just take there in the middle and move it and press it down with it with your hands, and then you can let it go. It'll stick to the window. Then you want to just take, I'm using just a Subway card. You can use any kind of credit card you want, and you start right here in the middle, and you work your way to the edges. And I'm going extremely fast, so this is not a long video, but literally, it took me a couple minutes to get this put in place. Now, I could go and work some more of the water out of it, but this was just really to show you guys how it's installed and show you just how easy it is. And so I'm going to give you a close-up of what it looks like. So I pulled the camera off the tripod, and you can see that the glass is, or the window film is still a little wet because I haven't dried it off real good. I actually got water running down the door there. But you can see that, you know, I don't have any bubbles in it or anything. I need to get a little bit of the water off right in here, but I'll show you how easy it is to just take your credit card and force that water out from behind the window film, and it comes right out the edge, and you just dry it off. And I gotta say, this window film is really thick. I know I've tinted some car windows in the past, and you know, the film, if you accidentally hit it too hard with a credit card, then it'll scratch it or leave a wrinkle in it. Well, this stuff here is thick enough to where you know, it can really take quite a bit of uninstalling and reinstalling. Like I said, I've put this up a week ago and I've pulled it down. This will be the 4th time now, I believe. So just trying to, you know, play around with it and see just how good it sticks and if it can be reapplied, like they say. And so anyways, I give this product definitely 2 thumbs up. It's really good quality, and it's got a bunch of great reviews on Amazon. Now, like I said, I went on their website, and this is the RABBITGOO website, and I'll go ahead and tell you, I think it's a little funny because when you log on to their website, it has a bunch of dog harnesses and things like that on there. So they've got a lot of pet stuff, but then they also do the window film. So it's a kind of a weird combination to do pet stuff and window film, but hey, they got good products, and anyways, I was really impressed with it. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the window film and show you some of the different kinds and that they have. And you can see that it's fairly reasonable. The prices are great. They've got a bunch of different styles, and I mean, you can pick from a bunch of different kinds. The kind that I chose was this one right here, the privacy frosted glass window film for home security. And let's see, and it comes in different size rolls. So you can see the one that I got was $32 for that huge roll. I mean, it's 35.4 by 118 inches. So That thing will last for a bunch of different windows. Make sure you check out RABBITGOO.com. Don't know where that name come from, but it sure is funny. Probably somebody stepped in some rabbit goo and I come up with that website. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.